Hiya, it's Melissa. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to come on here and share my journey with Letrozole and how I ended up pregnant. Currently, I am 4 weeks and 5 days. I found out last week, and I will have my first ultrasound come October 4th to confirm everything. But had multiple positives. I've probably taken about 30 tests. I take them every day because I'm crazy and it's in disbelief. So here we are. So I'm going to share what I did over the past 4 months, and if anyone else out there is experiencing similar, or this might help anybody, this is exactly what I did. So my journey started back in April when I first went to the gynecologist, who is an absolute godsend, by the way. She is the most patient, understanding, no pressure, doesn't bother, not have you do all these unnecessary things, and just every month just sends me something through the portal, doesn't force me to come in for appointments. She's just, I love her. I could not say enough good things about her. So went back in April and discussed the options for pregnancy because I do have PCOS and I have not had a natural cycle on my own for about 1.5 years. And I had thickening of the uterine lining. So we had to kind of clear that out. So a couple doses of Provera cleared that out. She checked my lining and it was perfect for conception. So this is where we begin. It started on May 12th, cycle day 1 of a Provera induced period, and started my first round of Letrozole. It was only 5 milligrams. So we started first round of Letrozole on cycles day 3 through 7. And fertile days are cycles day 10 through 17 according to my doctor. So to have intercourse every other day from cycles day 10 through 17 for the best chances. And the only tests that I used to check for ovulation were these clear blue digital that show you a plain circle that shows you're not ovulating, a flashing smiley to show that you're having a high fertility day, and a solid smiley to show your peak days. I think that made all the difference in the world because I've tried the little cheapies like the at-home, just the little strips, and never worked, never accurate. So I never knew when I was having an when I was ovulating, if I was even ovulating. So that's what I was using, and we did the test starting on cycles day 12, and it showed I had 7 days of high fertility and 2 peak days on cycles day 19 and 20 of this first round. The progesterone draw was good. I don't remember the number. I wrote it down somewhere, but I can't find it. But it shows that it looks like I ovulated, but ended up not pregnant, had a negative test, and I had a period show up on cycle day 33. So first cycle was a dud, and I had 33 days between period 1 and period 2. So second cycle was June 14th. So we're starting cycle day 1 all over again. And this period lasted 7 days, and it came on its own, most likely a trigger from the Letrozole. And this began the second round of the Letrozole on cycles day 3 through 7. I started the over-the-counter ovulation on cycle day 11, and it was nothing. And then it showed high fertility days, 4 days from the 12th through the 15th of cycle days. So cycle day 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then I had 2 peak days on cycles days 16 and 17, which varied from last month. The month before it showed I had peak days on 19th and 20th. So I had 2 different peak times. I missed the blood draw that month in the month of June due to the 4th of July. So technically it was June going into July. So I have no idea what my progesterone was that month and if I ovulated. But once again, no baby. Negative tests. And I got a period again after cycle day 33. So second month in a row, my cycles lasted 33 days. So this brings up to mid-July, July 16th, which is the 3rd month I'm on the Letrozole, and the period lasted 6 days this cycle. I missed the dosage of Letrozole this month because I got my period on a late Friday night, and obviously doctor's office is closed, and I would have to start it on the 3rd day, which would have been Sunday. So I missed it, and unfortunately, nothing I could have done about it. I did continue to do everything. I did do the ovulation tests, and on cycles day 14 through 17, it showed I had high fertility. So again, I had 4 days of high fertility, and I had a peak day on the 18th and 19th cycle day. So this month was 18 and 19 was my peak. Previous month was the 16th and 17th cycle day, and the month before was the 19th and 20th. So my cycle days are all over the place for peak days for those months of my actual peak ovulation. And to be honest, that month, me and my husband really didn't have intercourse a lot. Just stress and, you know, it kind of weighs on your emotions and stuff, and everything's so scheduled and by the book. So I think that might have also played a part. And I did do progesterone that month, even though I didn't do the letrozole. And the progesterone was really low. It was only about a 5. So most likely I did not ovulate, which is understandable because I didn't do the letrozole. So that brings us to the 4th month, which is August into September. This time I got my period on cycle day 36, which brings us to cycle day 1, starts over again. This month, my doctor increased the dosage to 7.5 milligrams from the previous 5. So now I take 2.5 3 times a day for a total of 7.5 milligrams. My period lasted 6 days this month. I do remember it was very light. The first couple days I was in a lot of pain, a lot of cramping on both sides. And it was only 6 days. And I did the ovulation kit. I started on cycles day 13 and 14, and it showed nothing that I wasn't ovulating. Cycle day 15, I had 1 high fertility day. Cycle day 16 and 17, I hit peak already. This is the first month in the 4 months I hit peak so fast and only had 1 high fertility day. So it was the fastest peak yet. We had consistent intercourse every other day from cycle day 10 through the 20th. We had a little for, you know, spice. And called the doctor, had my progesterone drawn at cycle day 21, and it was at a 19. That's the highest it's been. And the doctor was so happy with it. She said this could be a baby, or this could be, it's going to trigger another period. So I usually start testing for pregnancy every month. I use the expensive test because I want the most accuracy. So I started using the Clear Blue Digital, and this month I actually used the cheapies, and I got a faint line. I almost died. So cycle day 25 and 26, I had nothing on there. Oh no, am I messing up? No, cycle day 25, 26, I had nothing on pregnancy tests. It didn't show anything. Cycle day 27, which was DPO 10, so days past ovulation was 10, showed nothing. Oops, battery's low. And cycle day 28 is when I was in DPO 11, so days past ovulation was 11 days. I got a faint line. It was so faint. It won't even show up on camera. I was in shock, complete shock. So I collected my thoughts. I went to Target and got my standard test. For some reason this month I didn't get the expensive tests, and went and got the digital, and within seconds, this is what it was. Pregnant. I was just shocked. My husband was at work, so I was by myself and took test after test after test, all different kinds of tests to make sure that it's not like a fluke. Since then, it was a week ago, September 16th, I have taken at least 2 tests every day, and they're all positive. So that brings me to now. So currently I'm about, I think, cycle day 34, roughly. I'm about 17 or 18 days DPO, and I'm about 4 weeks and 5 days pregnant, according to my last period and what my doctor told me. And we have the first appointment October 4th to do the ultrasound and see how far along we are in accuracy and to confirm everything. So that was my journey with letrozole. And now what I'm starting is, I should have started earlier with the prenatals. I remember being told to, and I couldn't find one that I liked. And I finally found a good one, Rainbow Light. It's a dual. It has DHA, and then it has this one as well. So it has the folic acid, the folate, the DHA, and also choline. So I started taking these 3 days ago. And then oddly enough, like 2 weeks ago, I had an intense craving for Ensure. Like, I used to drink these when I was younger, and like I could taste it, and I've been drinking them every day now since. So I don't know if that played a role somehow. It was just really funny. Otherwise, I have no other symptoms. I'm always tired, so I can't even play that as a symptom. My back hurts, but again, my back hurts. It's always a symptom. So that's currently where we're at. And 3 full cycles of letrozole over the course of 4 months. And that's been my journey so far. Any comments, questions, concerns, anything you're going through, anything I can help with. The main things I recommend are clear blue, and clear blue. They've been the most accurate, dependable. I couldn't even tell you. And that's where we are. And I'll continue to update with ultrasounds and journey of a plus size pregnancy, because that's another hurdle I'm going to have to battle. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this reaches somebody and helps them. Thanks, bye.